Someone once said you can build a house for the cost of an apartment. And you know what? We wanted to see if this was just another myth, like the flat earth theory. We took matters into our own hands, added the experience of a house full of energy, and together we created a clever oasis. A project of an energy-efficient house that really stands on its own, not just looks good in visualizations. If you missed the previous episodes, don't worry, the whole series is on the channel. Go back and see how the house grew from scratch. This series will help you decide if tackling this construction roller coaster alone is worth it. Or is it better to go for peace of mind and hire a crew that will do everything for you with a guarantee, on time, and most importantly, with a smart approach? Well, we had our own guardian angel from a house full of energy, so we could be sure that the work would go smoothly. And today we're opening the door to the bedroom. A small space and a big challenge. How to fit a bed, a wardrobe, a bit of style, and not go crazy with the lack of space. We're taking a closer look at furniture and accessories from Ikea in action, meaning things that any of us can simply buy. You don't have to go to Milan just for a nightstand. See what you can get out of it, because even a small room can function like a big one if you arrange what you put inside it well.
The plan is simple. Drop by the construction site, figure out what's needed, and not overdo it, because the bedroom needs to be comfortable above all.
We're exactly at that moment when you can take a breather and look around with satisfaction, because a lot of good work is already behind us. The walls have been primed, smoothed, sanded, primed again, and then spray painted, which changed everything in just a few hours. As we installed and clicked in the panels row by row, the floor quickly began to resemble a finished interior. Sure, there are still details missing. There are no baseboards, cornices, lighting, or anything like that yet, but this is exactly the stage that brings the most fun.
And then it was time to install the rails for the curtains and drapes. We have drywall up top, so I got myself some nice screws for that. Hold on a second, goalie, where did you put them? Oh, dual blade. Sounds dangerous, but they're actually really nice screws. You'll see how it works in a moment, but first I need to measure everything and cut it.
Exactly, the ceiling is made of drywall, so we need to be precise here. Measurements first. And there's no eyeballing it here, because if you hang it crooked once, it'll stay with you longer than most of your furniture. Next, we add the supports, so we don't have to do all the work from a ladder. The molding goes up, press it against the ceiling, and we mark the spots for the anchors so we know where to drill. Yeah, drill.
Another lunch, which means today we're eating in the box. There you go, just like we're really in some place like Turkey. Seating. The spicy one is yours?
You know, the truth is, this feast is just an excuse to show you a life hack on how not to make a mess while drilling.
And nice and easy, and half the mess ends up in the kebab.
A point for cleverness to Arksy, but now we need to pay attention to this decent recess. It's just begging to be put to good use, preferably with a wardrobe, because as we know, storage space in a bedroom is a treasure. Of course, there are plenty of ready-made systems, modules, and wardrobes on the market that you can buy right away, but their prices can often knock you off your chair. But nobody said you can't do it yourself.
I already have the materials here brought in and laminated on one side because that's enough. I hope I measured everything correctly. Here with Goalie we designed the wardrobe together. I don't know if you can see the sketch dimensions taken on the panel. And listen, I think it should go smoothly.
Let's start the wardrobe project. And instead of a ready-made kit with a 56-step manual, we've got a furniture board, a screwdriver, and a plan in my head, or rather, on the panel. The cut pieces will form the frame of the wardrobe, consisting of the sides, the top, and the shelves as the interior. If you plan well, assembling it is as easy as building with blocks. Simple, functional, and just right.
Friends, the frame is finished and fits beautifully in the alcove. I think that if you hired someone to make a custom wardrobe like this, it would easily cost several thousand.
The money saved will definitely come in handy when finishing the bedroom. Let's focus on the doors for now, since there are several sliding systems to consider before installation. Some run only on the top rail, others are guided at the top and bottom, which gives more stability but also requires greater precision. Some open inward, and some are the easiest to install. And if something is supposed to work, simplicity is recommended here.
My dear friends, this bottom rail is screwed to the floor. And for those clever ones who remember, we have underfloor heating here, but the underfloor heating is under the screed, and the screed is about 6 centimeters thick, plus another 1 centimeter for the panel. And here we're using 3.5 centimeter plugs They'll hold just fine and won't reach the heating, so don't worry, there's no need to stress.
We chose the version with a bottom and top guide, 2 bearing trolleys for each wing, and guides at the top. A classic sturdy setup, ideal for a recess. The system runs smoothly and quietly with no play, and you can install it using just a tape measure, rubber mallet, and screwdriver.
Beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Yes, I think he's shaving.
That sounded beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. I'll give a cucumber sandwich.
This is what's going on. This is the script. I saw that he knocked, so I always knock too when I come in again. Well, you were supposed to say please.
And he already stood there 3 times.
The wardrobe is beautiful and spacious. He told me to say he saved thousands of zlotys and it was easy. That's what I was supposed to say.
You could have said that, and I'll say that I called you because I'd like to do the rest of the arrangement together with you.
A good bedroom from Ikea. Coming in from action, watch till the end, because I had to say that we're going to consummate.
But let's go. We'll bring the stuff and get to work.
Notably, before picking up the screwdriver, Arxie and Claimer took a classic trip to Ikea. It looked a bit like a walk through the jungle, except instead of leaves and ferns, there were aisles, shelves, and product numbers that had to be deciphered like a secret code. They came back with a car full of boxes, in good spirits, and with the belief that what fit in the showroom would work for us too. So it's time to start assembling the furniture. In practice, it's always a set of dozens of screws, brackets, and parts that need to be fitted together. And it's best to do it right the first time. And since these two aren't really fans of instructions, sometimes something goes the wrong way, something has to be unscrewed and started over. But the truth is, the most important thing in all of this isn't the screws, it's the chats while assembling. That's when the best anecdotes and golden tips emerge. Stories you won't find in any manual.
Oh, the story about Dalai Lama and about etiquette, how to behave. Etiquette.
I didn't understand, so what?
Because that's in French?
Because that's in French.
I rather heard a story that there was some huge conference or something like that. At the end, they eat fish and use a small container of squeezed lemon to wash their fingers and remove the fish smell. Everyone sits, eats, finishes, and looks around. I think it was Dalai Lama who did it. He took it, drank it, so now what? And that's exactly the kind of etiquette, so that he wouldn't feel bad that he made a mistake. So no one drank it since they didn't dip their fingers.
But if I were Dalai Lama, I'd pull some tricks. I'd know very well that it's for washing, but I'd rub it into my hair.
I'm honestly telling you yet another anecdote. And later, when I think about it at home, I wonder if someone just fed me a lie.
It's the crazy reporter who feeds them to you.
Was it a lie? Do you all think he's a fool?
No, I honestly love your story.
But where am I supposed to get it from?
You get up in the morning and make it up.
The dressing table is set, so now it's time for the largest piece of furniture, the bed. We went with a classic 140 centimeter version. The store was like a golden mean between comfort and leaving enough space to walk around or open the wardrobe without having to weave around. The bed itself is a simple frame with a slatted base, a structure you can put together in a single afternoon. But if you really want to make the most of your space, it's worth considering a model with storage. This way, even your winter comforter will have a place without cramming it into corners.
Oh, my better half.
I wanted to sleep by the window.
Yeah, you keep opening the window. No. I won't sleep when it's cold.
Oh, you'll think that the crooked one suits me.
It's getting close to 12 o'clock and that means lunchtime food.
Anyway, we're going to Dino to get some ready-made meals today. Yeah.
In this microwave here inside,
it almost looks like it's for Gisela.
We'll feed them. I just hope they'll earn it.
We'll see at the construction site. Our lunch mission continues, and we're already quietly hoping for hero of the day status rather than the usual. Where have you been wandering? We hope for an excited response to the food. It's good that you're here. We just didn't expect that a single bad decision would be enough to shatter someone's entire kebab worldview.
Hey, they went crazy. I haven't eaten anything for lunch, gentlemen.
Take a look. You'll find something.
If you assemble furniture the way you buy food.
Polish cuisine, Asian cuisine, vegetarian cuisine, American cuisine, and Clamera's film cuisine. Because it's pro.
Pro, also low and integric.
Low and integric.
The client without a tie is being disruptive.
How long have you known him? He'll get over it tomorrow.
We caught Archie on a typical day when he goes on vacation. He always says he likes to try new things, but he always ends up with a kebab on his plate. You can try everything with a fork, but nothing truly satisfies. Like a steaming plate of heartfelt rib and cabbage soup, fragrant and inviting you to sit and eat.
Listen.
Listen.
We're saved.
Oh damn, Arthur. Oh Jesus. I feel like I'm at Swirado at least, but the fat is good on the ribs.
But you can see here.
That someone put their heart into it. Guys, here's the plan. After we eat, we get back to work. What do you say?
We're starting the contest and already have an idea with Glamour.
And as it usually happens, a guy just wanted to eat and suddenly there's a contest. Well, since we've got the energy, it's time to put it to good use assembling nightstands and against the clock. It's a simple piece of furniture, just a board and a few screws, but when competition is involved, every second counts. The screwdriver in your hand works faster than your thoughts. It's all about eternal glory. That's why the first one to finish the task gets a tada. Bravo!
950. Krzysiu, 1316. Good thing you did it one at a time, otherwise you'd have spent half an hour. Now let's check if it fits in the bedroom, since you haven't seen it yet.
Let me tell you, it's luxury. Here you have space for phones, coffee, a lamp.
But there's also a beautiful track.
With breakfast in bed, there's a desk, there's a bed, there are cabinets. It's great.
So listen, if you can't understand some of Krzysztof's statements, don't blame him. When he had such a desk, the books didn't fit for us, it was too narrow.
No, that's a dressing table, but it's great.
All that's missing is a stool and sheet music, and it would be a small piano. Unfortunately, instead of a concert, we have another task. It's finally time to give the bedroom some character. Archie slipped between the shelves at action. And as you know, once you go in there, you only come out when you find something perfect, even if you still don't know what it's supposed to be used for. Climber decided that one of the walls would get its own character.
That's good, because we want to add a personal touch and make the wall behind the headboard more interesting. In one part there will be slats, and we'll paint the other part a dark beige, which works really well for creating separations. With this roller, hold it down to pick up paint and up to paint, but there's a catch. They're often sold with long bristles, like on this roller. And now if you start using these long bristles and you don't do it right, you don't prepare it. If it just sits there and isn't packed with paint, the line can get wavy. Goalie says that's enough. Why? Because we're being practical about everything. Since there will be slats here, we don't need to paint the whole thing, right? Time is money and money is time. It makes sense.
Painting with a roller is quick work. Paint in the tray, roller in hand, and it almost paints itself. After a few even strokes from bottom to top, the wall quickly starts to look right.
Listen, this is it. People go overboard with colors. We were tempted, maybe a wooden windowsill.
Maybe something very colorful. We'll use accessories. If we add purple accessories all over white,
People might picture a purple and white room.
it won't look good, as they say. Less is more, yes, even a few words from autogism, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît.
The next step in the visual transformation is the slat panels, which need to be cut because of the baseboard near the floor. Each piece is glued on with mounting adhesive. Just press it for a moment, hold it, and it's done. What's cool is that these slats not only do the job visually, but also slightly improve the acoustics in the room. And you can handle it yourself, without a whole woodworking workshop drilling or mess. And we're all about smart solutions. That's why Sprytna Waza was created. It's the building you see in the footage, created by the team from Dom Pełen Energy, from the very first sketch to the installations inside. Everything went smoothly with no stress or surprise costs during construction. Anyone who thinks about having their own house will eventually face the choice of building it themselves or hiring a team that knows what they're doing. Well, we chose the second option, and after working together with a team full of energy, today we can enjoy our own place. You can do it too, so start by checking out the website Sprytna Waza PL.
The curtains and drapes are coming in soon, but before that, I'll install the LED and we'll hook it up. First, we'll check if it even works, because you know how it sometimes goes. Thanks. And well, it doesn't work. And what could be wrong here is that you put the cable in wrong. Yeah, right here, exactly. Madam Pat, when they do something, there's no one better.
After some minor technical problems, which to put it mildly, extended the start time. Next, we'll hang the LEDs by the curtain rod. Having an outlet nearby is a big advantage. You avoid running cables across the room or using extension cords. This way, the LED strip is partially hidden and emits a pleasant, diffused light. And that's just the beginning, because the lighting adventures in this bedroom don't end here.
Ikea's clown room, we bought 3 of these lamps for self-assembly. But the worst thing is that we only have one cable and there are 2 options. The first is to just run the cable, which would mean drilling and pulling it through. It's a hassle and I don't want to do it. I decided to go with the second option, which is to create a light structure that will hang in this spot, and from that cable will branch out to 3 lamps. I can't make it now, so I'm heading back to base.
The piece of plywood I pulled out of the garage already looks like a wheel after a moment. And all of this was done using an improvised compass made from a router attached to a piece of panel. Sometimes all it takes is a bit of ingenuity and the tools you have on hand to create something really neat. Small wooden battens create spaces, allowing the color to gently stand out from the ceiling and appear lighter. Instead of sticking to the surface,
both surfaces are cleaned. Now I take the contact adhesive in my hand, spray one part very thoroughly, spray the other part very thoroughly, and after about 4 minutes I join them together.
Although Mahmoud is the king of popularity, it's not always the only or the best option. Different surfaces require different solutions. For wood, for concrete, for panels, each material may work better with a different adhesive. That's why, before you press something down for good, it's worth checking if it's really the perfect match.
And I'll be honest with you, the structure looks really nice and the adhesive has already set. And now, my friends, I'll mark the spots where the lamps will be hanging.
3 lamps mean 3 mounting points. Each of them gets a solid hook on which we'll hang the structure, so that everything looks neat and doesn't scare with a raw edge. This edge is finished with a trim. Finally, everything gets layers of the same paint that ended up on the ceiling, because there are over 150 shades of white. If you don't get exactly the same one, even the smallest detail will look like a patch after the touch-up. The decorative character will be provided by soft paper lampshades with a floral shape, although as you can see, you can also look like a nun in them. In the novitiate. Either way, their place is on the ceiling, not on your head. After quickly adjusting the height and connecting the wires, the result is excellent. When you turn on the light, every fiber of this paper structure becomes visible, creating a soft, diffused glow and a pleasant atmosphere.
My dear friends, these lamps really look amazing in this room, but I can't help myself. I have to make the bed now. I know you're supposed to do that at the end with the pillows and all that, but I'll do it now because I just can't wait.
No wonder Archie can't sit still anymore, since the accessories are practically begging to finally be put where they belong. Pillows, bedspread, tables, everything is just waiting for its moment. And since it's a bedroom, even the nicest picture can cause unnecessary confusion. A nice idea could also be something less obvious, like a piece of decorative wallpaper in a frame. It's a cheap and quick way to add texture and color, but without being too loud.
All right, when closing, I'm checking, and yeah, it's elegant, nice. Now there's even nice paper, for example, for wrapping gifts, and that would work great too. I went with one type of wallpaper so it wouldn't get mixed up, and you'll see in a moment when we hang the frame. In my opinion, it's going to look really awesome.
The pictures are hanging, so you could say that one wall is officially done. Time to get started on the other side, and if you remember, that's where our forte will be. I mean, the dressing table. It might not play any melody, but it will definitely make a good impression.
I have here a set with a clamp. I bought it at Ikea. These are called Blood Loan. They're 30 by 30 mirrors, 4 pieces in one package. And you'll see that it's really going to look amazing here above this dresser. And just one more off-topic thing. Remember to use mirror glue. Using silicone or mammut can cause issues like discoloration or warping. For example, mammut is hard, making it difficult to set the mirror properly. Remember, mirror glue is suitable for gluing anything. See, now the guy already knows, and we're moving on with the work.
Filling a wall with mirrors is one of the simplest tricks to visually enlarge a small room. They reflect light, add space, and create a wow effect without any fuss. With just a few identical squares, you can arrange them in any shape, horizontally, vertically, or freestyle. It's simple and there's no need to break through the wall to your neighbors, but there are many more advantages.
First of all, in my opinion, this mirror looks really impressive. Another thing is that the whole mirror cost me 140 zlotys plus the glue. In my opinion, it looks much more expensive.
A bit of functionality, a bit of decoration, and suddenly the bedroom stops being just pretty and starts to feel complete. Lamps, organizers, and other tasteful items on the dressing table, all stylish yet understated. Looking at the whole, you can see a consistent style. Soft fabrics, warm light, beiges and whites, broken up by wood and black slats. This interior has balance. Nothing screams out, but nothing is random either. We have a sleeping area with a cozy bed, practical nightstands, a large mirrored vanity, and importantly, a spacious wardrobe that holds everything you need without the need for extra furniture. This is an example that even in a small bedroom, you can combine aesthetics with functionality in a comfortable, cozy, and creative way. Exactly as it was supposed to be. And if you're wondering how much all of this cost, you can see the breakdown of expenses on the screen right now. For product links used on set, see the video description below. We've detailed everything there, so thanks for watching.
So, are you proud, Artuku? Are you proud of our work?
I'm so proud of you, Agzi. You're filling me with pride. I honestly won't be able to sleep.
Today there's a small bedroom here and a large one.
So listen, a few gadgets, this little LED. And even though they're cheap, they look like super high quality curtains.
I don't want to say anything, but these are some of the nicest curtains we've bought.
I still remember them, 70 zlotys each.
They drape nicely.
They drape really nicely.
I was delighted.
Well, I have to say I'm really proud and I saved money on a wardrobe. Another project finished. How did you like it? Leave a like, check it out, keep your subscription because there are so many videos on YouTube that we want to pop up for you. And when you click there, you know you won't miss the next one.
What's next? The kitchen, I think it's a bit of a different vibe. We're not pretending.
We may not know what, but we do know how much you'll save with us on the kitchen. If our video was on Onet, that's what it would be called. Carpenters hate them and custom kitchens are gone. What did they do? I won't say, just watch.